Hey everyone, and welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, bowlers, and grillers. Today we're going to do a little grilling. That's right. On today's menu, I'm going to show you how to make some marinated chicken breast on a bed of rice with some broccoli, with some steamed broccoli as a matter of fact, with a little wine, buttery wine sauce. It's going to be delicious. My man Simon's ready. Check him out. That's right, today I'm Tomless, so I'll be doing the camera stuff all by myself, so bear with me. I'll do the best I can. We'll see how it goes. So, put your feet up, grab yourself something cold to drink, and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm ready to go over the ingredients with you. Of course, you know, I'm holding the camera myself today because I'm Tomless. Yeah, that's right, he started college all by myself. Poor Uncle Larry. Anyway, let's go over what we're going to need today. We're going to need some chicken breast, big breast, that's how we like it. We have some Riesling wine, that's what I'm going to be using. And our motto is if you can't drink it, you don't cook with it, okay? We have garlic, some pepper, some salt, and a lemon. That's going to be just for the marinade, okay? Now for the rice, we have, naturally, I use Uncle Ben's, because his name is Uncle Ben, and we need some butter, another lemon. Oh, how'd this get there? Can't imagine. Some Tabasco sauce, a little chicken bouillon, salt, some parsley, and some flour. That's going to be for our sauce that's going to go on the rice. And we have some steamed asparagus, yeah. Uncle Larry's with it today. Anyway, we have some steamed broccoli that was already steamed before and I had frozen it. And what I'm going to do is just put it in some water and bring it to a little bit of a boil for the, or you could just use fresh broccoli, that's up to you. Broccoli freezes really well, so I think you could just use, previously, you could buy a whole bunch and just steam it and then you're fine. So anyway, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get our ingredients together for our marinade, and then we're going to put our chicken breast in there, and then we're going to put them in the refrigerator for about an hour. So in the meantime, you probably could have yourself a beverage, because that's what I'm going to do. Alrighty, I'm back, and I want to show you the ingredients I'm going to have now, because as usual I forgot one thing. That is olive oil. Yes, we need olive oil, and we're going to need about, what did I put in there? I think I put in a half a cup of a quarter cup of olive oil. Okay, a 3/4 cup of wine, a tablespoon of minced garlic. We have a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. And this one's a blank one, snuck in there from somewhere, so I'm not sure where. And I have 1 squeezed lemon in there. So those we are going to put in our bag, and then in our big large Ziploc, and then put in the chicken breast. Now, just to let everybody know, I am a person who thinks that you should always wash your meat off. Now, some people haven't seen me do that because a lot of times I don't even add it in there, but I want to make sure that you know that Uncle Larry washes his meat. That doesn't sound real good, but, well, it sounds actually good, but we're not going there. Anyway, I washed it off, I patted it dry, so we're going to start getting all this stuff together so we can get them in the refrigerator so we can sit back for about a half hour, relax, maybe have a beverage, something like that. And then we'll start on the rice after that. Okay, I poured all the ingredients inside the bag. Of course I couldn't do that on camera because somebody, namely Tom, broke my tripod. I kind of knew he did it because he has a habit of swiveling it without loosening the screw up. So he stripped the screw. So I can't set the camera up properly or else it just goes just like that. So there's not much I can do other than kind of do it like this. If it's a level shot I can get it, but I just can't get it like this. So anyway, I poured all my ingredients inside the bag. Next, put your chicken breast inside the marinade, like so. Don't even know if I'm actually getting it on there. Anyway, you get the point. Put them in there, mix it all up nice and good. I'm trying to get this camera just right. I can't touch it with my freaking chicken hands. Anyway, this is not fun. I'm gonna put my breast in there, my chicken breast in the bag. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, put it in the refrigerator. Sorry my hand is shaking because it's like upside down holding the camera now. So anyway, and I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator for an hour. I think I literally might kill Tom this time. I'm not really sure. We'll see. Okay, as much as I thought about killing Tom, I thought to myself, it probably wouldn't be too good of an idea since I'm going to need him in the future to do some of this filming, so that wouldn't be very smart. So I decided to set it up on the tripod. Bear with me, no great camel. This sucks. I really suck without Tom. Anyway, no great camera angles today. Just me and the camera on a tripod, moved around various places, whatever. I put all the ingredients inside this bag. I put the breast inside the bag. You want to make sure you get all that marinade all over this chicken. Put it in the refrigerator and kick back for about at least a half hour. Oh, you know what? While you're in there, it's not going to hurt you to grab something cold to drink either, you know? You guys ever see my little bottle opener? It's kind of cool, isn't it? It's a little Corona bottle. My sister gave me that. Jesse's mom. It's the coolest thing ever. Anyway, we're going to chill out for about half hour, 45 minutes. And then start the rice up, and then we'll be actually able to grill a little bit and then put this whole thing together. And then Tom can edit this mess tomorrow. So I'll just give it to him and say, good luck. Okay, I wanted to show you just in case, I know I showed you before, but I'm going to show you just in case you don't remember, with a lemon, right? You want to roll it like that. That gets all the juice all nice in there. But we want lemon zest on this too. So just take a bowl and a lemon zester, which kind of looks like a file. Take the lemon itself, and you're just kind of shaving off. You don't want the white stuff, you just want the yellow stuff on the outside. And we're going to do this whole, you know, just in spots. You want a decent amount. Sometimes you got to smack the lemon zester a little bit to get that to fall out. See, it sticks to the back of that, so I want to hit that out. And that's enough zest out of this lemon. Next thing you want to do, just cut your lemon in half, squeeze it in the bowl like that, kind of up, so that way if there's any seeds, you try not to, this way you don't have to fish them out of there. Squeeze it as hard as you can, then get the other side. We're just doing one lemon for this. This is for the sauce. I just wanted to show you this now, just because this is the only thing you really gotta do it. Of all this stuff, everything else is just mixing it together. This is actually the the most work. And that's your lemon. Can you see it in there? I don't know if you can. Let me get the camera tilted a little bit. There it is. That's the good stuff right there. So anyway, that's our lemon, our zested lemon and lemon juice that's going to go in our wine butter sauce that's going to get poured over the rice. I'm going to go over the ingredients for our sauce right now. So what we have here is our white wine. We have a cup of that. We have our zested and squeezed lemon in there. In here we have about a half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon and about a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, yeah, matter of fact they're equal, half a teaspoon of parsley. That doesn't really matter if you went over on that. It doesn't. Uncle Larry usually doesn't even measure, he just kind of uses it because he kind of knows. Okay, minced garlic. We have a tablespoon of minced garlic, and we have a tablespoon of flour. We have 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to be using salt and pepper. That's only to taste, so matter of fact we probably won't even use the salt at all in this part of it because the chicken bouillon has plenty of salt in there. But if you do need it, a little bit of that, you can use it. And about 2 splashes of Tabasco. And I already said 4 tablespoons of butter. That's going to be for our sauce. So in the meantime, over here we have our rice, our butter, and water. I didn't start that up yet because I'm not ready to do that. But what we have is that you want to pay attention to the directions on the box of the rice. That's very easy to do. Just read the back. Right? Step 1, combine rice, water, butter. You don't have to do it in butter. I'm doing it in butter. I'm only using half the butter of what they recommend, only because we're using a butter sauce on there. So that's why I did that. So you just, if you look at the bottom of the box, it'll tell you what you should be using for how many servings you're using it for. Follow directions. That's all I can say for the rice. You don't need to start that up until after you started your chicken on the grill, because it takes about, after you bring it to a boil, about 20 minutes for that rice to cook. And the sauce probably takes 5-10 minutes to make, so that's no big deal either. And chicken's going to take a long time. You're going to cook that on medium heat. So right now I still got another half hour to go. I don't know what to do. Yeah, maybe I'll have another beer. Sounds good to me. Okie dokie, so we're ready to put the breast on the grill. Have you ever had one of those days? Well, today's that kind of day for me. My gas tank decided to run out today, so I had another spare, but I had to go get that and do that. It seems like everything today is one of them days. So we're going to take the breast. We're going to put them on the grill. These are going to take quite some time to cook. They're going to take, because they have bones in them, they're going to take like a half hour to cook. The one thing you do not want you do not want them to be pink. And you do not want them to burn. So it's a little tricksy. We're going to put them on here. Larry's going to go dump that out somewheres, probably in the woods. You want to cook this on medium to medium low, because it's going to take a long time and you do not want it to burn. You want it to be nice and tender. So I have my hat like this because the sun's in my eyes. You're going to have to flip them continuously a lot of times. Just do not let them be pink in the middle. Cut them open, check them out. About a half hour they're going to take on here, so I got a ways to wait. So I guess in the meantime, okay, so the chicken breasts are just cooking along. We still got another 20 minutes or so. I flipped them over once. You start seeing flames come up like that, you might want to move it a little bit because you do not want it to burn. As flames go out, you can put it back. it's not even a bad idea to actually close this grill every now and then because it'll cook a little bit better. I'm going to put that up front there because those flames are out of control. Close it for a little while. In the meantime, because they take a half hour, what I did is I went inside, I turned on my rice, brought that to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, then you want to wait for 20 minutes and then it'll be done. So I put my timer on for 20 minutes. It already started boiling. So just want to let you know that I can't do the camera in there, out there, here, all this shit because Tom's not here. I miss Tom. Anyway, this is pretty much what you want to do. Keep flipping it. Eventually, when it gets to be about a half hour, I'm going to cut into the meat just to see if it's still pink. If it's pink, it's no good. Got to wait till it's all the way cooked. So we're just going to be sitting and waiting now. With a beer. Right now, I'm still waiting on the chicken to get done. Probably another 5 or 10 minutes. But in the meantime, I wanted to say I kind of forgot the other day on fan mail that I wanted to go over the rules real quick for the hoodie giveaway. September 9th. That's when I'm going to draw it. So you still have time to get into it. If Uncle Larry seems like he's a little looped, yeah, this is like my 5th beer right now. Waiting for this chicken to get done. So yeah, I'm feeling a little good right now. So anyway, you want to get your entries in. Make sure you mark on the envelope hoodie giveaway. Inside, all you have to have is the 6 places where you saw Simon Hayden in the fan mail that I did and that Tom did, the last 2 before this last one, which I don't even remember the numbers anymore. But anyway, where Simon was hiding, there's 6 places that Simon was hiding. You want to make sure you have them down. Make sure you write down that what size you want, what saying you want, dare to be different or no hate needed, what color you want. I know there's a lot of shit. Uncle Larry shouldn't have did this to everybody, but I don't know why I did. But anyway, you want to put all that in the envelope. Make sure that you have your name and your address so I can ship it to you. And that's what you need to do. September 9th, you still have time. If you're far away, you might not have time, but good luck to everybody. Chicken all is done now. Make sure to see how I cut into it like several times because I don't want to take a chance getting salmonella. So cut into it, make sure it's all the way done. Anyway, turn your grill off. You can take your tongs out. Close your lid so that way everything can cook off of there. Take your chicken in the house, yes. Let it rest because you always have to let your meat rest just a little bit. And actually, you don't really have to let chicken rest that much. You don't need to let your bird rest. Anyway, so you go in the house. Now we're going to get our sauce ready. I'll meet you inside. Okay, so now we're going to make the sauce. Put my butter in my pan. And we're going to let that melt down. In the meantime, take your garlic. Throw that in there too. Let that all cook up really nice and good. The next thing we're going to do is probably throw some of our other stuff in, but we got to wait until this butter cooks down first. Don't forget to have your whisk handy because you're going to need a whisk. Anyway, Uncle Larry has had too many beers today. I usually only drink 3 a day, but because I had to do this all myself, I've exceeded my limit that I put on myself. That's not good. But I'll enjoy the food by myself, I guess, since I'm all by myself. Anyway, when the butter gets all nice and cooked in there, and the garlic, we're going to start adding our other ingredients. In the meantime, our rice is done. I'm just letting that sit in the pan. Let me show you that. don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah. It's all nice and fluffy in there, nice and hot. Keep that aside. I can also turn on my rear burner, if I can actually find which one that is. And this is the broccoli that I have. This has already been cooked before, but I just have add a little bit of water in there, and we're going to steam that just to get it nice and warm. And that's going to go with this really nicely. So we're going to cook our butter down and our garlic. You want to make sure that you don't let it burn. Just keep doing that. Once it's cooked down a little bit, you are going to add some more ingredients. Like, we're going to add the flour in there to thicken it up. Not quite yet. Don't let anything get brown. If it gets brown, it'll still be good, but not as good. Take it off the heat a little bit. Our butter's all melted now, can you see? I miss Tom so much, it's unbelievable. So, I'm going to add my parsley and some more of my dry ingredients in there. Get that all mixed up. This is where you want to start whisking everything. And I'm going to add my flour. This is important. You don't want your flour to overcook, so you're going to mix it up. Keep whisking. You know, on the sides, everything. You do not want to get it lumpy and overcooked. So, keep whisking away, whisking away, whisking away. When it gets to a certain point, you do not want it to get brown. You are going to add your wet ingredients, which are going to be your cup of white wine, we're going to cook that down quite a bit, and your lemon and lemon zest. Let's get all that in there. Come on, lemon. There we go. Keep whisking, but at the same time, because I have to stop for a minute, I have to put pepper in. Again, this is to taste. I like a lot of pepper, so I do quite a bit. Right? And remember what I said? 2 splashes of Tabasco. 1, well, that was kind of 2, but maybe 4. Depends on how many beers you have, how much Tabasco you want to put in there, to tell you the truth. Anyway, you want to just keep doing this until it gets thick and bubbly. Keep checking your broccoli. Once that little bit of water starts steaming, you just want, like I said, you just want that to get hot. So, remember what we have in here. I told you all the ingredients, so you want this to come to, it's got to get bubbly and thick. This is a sauce. Kind of like this. It's not really a sauce. Even though they do use the term, I was sauce last night. Now you guys probably never heard that term. We'll just keep doing this until it gets thick and bubbly. So Uncle Larry's cooking right now, and I have turkeys walking in my backyard. And they all just went in the woods. Makes me think of something. Okay, so our sauce is done now. So we are going to turn the heat off. And now our broccoli's done, everything is done. I'm going to plate up and I'm going to show you. put your sauce over your that, and then bring my spatula out, so I'll just, or my tongs, so I'll just burn my hand. Put that right in the middle of the rice. Don't forget your broccoli. Gotta have some greens. Put your broccoli on there. Last but not least, put a little bit more sauce over your chicken and your broccoli. And there it is. Okay, so there's our meal. Now it's time for the taste test. Get a little rice. That's delicious. Try this out, guys. I think you're going to enjoy it. Make it for your family. They'll love it. I don't have nobody next to me except for Simon. Simon, you ain't getting nothing today. I don't know why you had that fork. Maybe I'll hook him up after I turn the camera on. Anyway, till next time, put your feet up, grab yourself something cold to drink, kick back, relax, and I'll meet you at the lounge.